walking into the chapel in the woods where we had meeting for worship this morning. And every Sunday during TriQuarter in the 25, 30 years that I've been coming for the annual weekend retreat, looking back. And heading forward again. We had about 80 people at meeting for worship today. And it was lovely. A lot of people being very, very grateful for the amount of work, the amount of preparation that goes into organizing these weekends. This is where we sat. I sat in the corner there with my hat on. It was getting hotter and hotter, and people were moving into the shade. We had a lovely meeting. And Rocky and Sandra were on the facing bench up here. And Rocky gave a lovely message about George Crispin. And George Crispin's wife has organized TriQuarter for many years. But George was an integral part of it. He was an academic, a teacher, small farmer. And his son, Carlton Cox Crispin, told us that he'd been coming since he was born, and that's right, I remember him being tiny. And then afterwards, these kids who sat very quietly during meeting for worship, which is really lovely, and they came here and they sort of played in the side for a bit while people talked to each other, greeted each other in the Quaker way. Yeah, it's just a lovely space. Equip the scope, I don't know what that means, but it's inspirational. And the leaves falling down. I mean, it was just gorgeous. To sit quietly in silent meeting for worship in this lovely place. No, I don't take out my video during meeting for worship or church services. I think that's hardly offensive. Although I have been known to record live music played at churches, but that's different. I try not to get the congregation in. I don't get the young. So we've had about 100 people here this weekend, and none of the videos show any people there, because I didn't want to ask permission. And in these times, we have to be very careful. That could be a deer or something. No, it felt like it jumped into the water. There's all kinds of animals here, and they keep themselves hidden. You can hear them, but you can't see them. Lots of holly trees. The sound of water as it flows from the lake into the overflow. Now this is a challenge for anyone in a wheelchair, and we had 2 people in wheelchairs this weekend. So, this is where I started. I hope you enjoyed that.